We'll get back into this, but we are pleased to be joined right now by Jason Simmons. His practice has just wrapped up on the SU Hill. Jason, thanks so much for coming on. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing great. We're doing great. So you are, one of the elder statesmen on this roster, right? Entering your fifth year of college, and back for more as a safety here at Syracuse University. Third year here. I guess let's start right there. I mean, do you find yourself being more of a leader this year, and feeling like you got to take some of these young guys and some of these young defensive backs under your wing this year?
Definitely. Being in college for as long as I have been, I just try to share the knowledge like the older guys did to me when I was coming up. So I'm happy to do it and be a leader.
Yeah, and, everybody knows that there was quite a bit lost off of last year's team in the defensive backfield. Deuce Chestnut and Jahad Carter and Garrett Williams. But you guys have some talented guys back. You've brought in some talented guys from other places. Can you speak to that a little bit, Jason, the challenge of having everyone mesh? I know there's a lot of new faces in the mix in that defensive backfield. How has it been having everybody kind of mesh together at this early stage?
It's been really good. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. I think a lot of people expect us to take a little bit of a drop-off just because of how talented those three guys were. But, what I've been seeing every day, like our camaraderie, like in the back end and our communication is better than it ever been.
You guys are 3 weeks into camp now? Camp getting to that stage, I would imagine, where you're kind of tired of it. You want to play against an actual opponent. Can you take us through what it's like right now? After going through the grind of the last 2.5, 3 weeks, and knowing that the season's not that far off, 2 weeks away, 2 weeks from tomorrow. Where are you right now in that grind of training camp?
Oh yeah, we in the dog days right now. It's definitely tough, but I mean, everybody got to go through it, and what you do with these days really mean the most. Everybody excited to go the first week or two. Everybody's excited, but it's what you do, right now and these days, that make the difference.
You're working with a couple of new secondary coaches, Coach Perkins, Coach Fisher. Can you give us an idea what it's been like working with them and kind of what they're emphasizing and what they bring to the table as coaches?
Well, yeah, that's a good tag team right there because you got, you have one guy, Coach Perk, who's the older guy. He just knows a lot about the game, and then you combine that with Coach Fitch and his playing 9 years in the league and just knowing how to play techniques and things like that. I think we're going to shock a lot of people in the back end.
And obviously, the man running the show on the defensive side of the ball is Rocky Long, and a new addition as well. He knows that 3-3-5, inside and out. From what I've heard from some of the other defensive players, different kind of coach than Tony White, maybe a little bit more old school. Can you kind of talk us through that transition from Tony White to Rocky Long and what that's been like?
I think Coach Rocky's doing a great job. He did a great job just getting everybody to buy in. It's a little bit different of a coaching style, but I feel like we adjusted fast, and, it's still the same defense, same principles. He just come and tweak things up a little bit. So, I feel like we're all aboard, ready to go.
Let's talk about you individually, if we could, here for a moment. And you started your career at New Mexico State, spent a couple of seasons out there, and then made the transition. Transferred here after the COVID year to Syracuse, and you've been here ever since. Take us through, I guess, that decision to come here, and what have you liked most about your new home here in Central New York?
I just appreciate the opportunity to be able to play Power 5 football, honestly. Coming from, I was not a big recruit out of high school. I didn't have a lot of people calling me. I ended up going to New Mexico State. That was a blessing too. But after COVID, we didn't even have a season. So I got in the portal, and Coach Monroe, he did a good job of getting me here. And ever since I got in here, it's been like home, just like that. We call it Ohana, so.
Blessing to be here. Yeah, you mentioned Ohana, and that's a popular phrase of Dino Babers. Can you speak to him as a head coach? And guys must love playing for him because again we've talked about it. Michael Jones had a chance to go other places, came back. Aronde Gadsden, Sean Tucker, guys that had opportunities to maybe go to other programs, but they said I'm going to stay put. I'm coming back there. What is it like playing for Dino?
I feel like as a military guy, it always keeps us on our toes. The militant in him. It's just, he keeps families first, and he sticks by his code. He's not like, you're never really guessing with him. He's straightforward, so that's what I love about him the most.
As you look at the season ahead, Jason, what is what are the goals for you? What are the goals for this team as you get ready to kick it off here in a couple of weeks?
So, we got that ACC championship on our mind, definitely. But we're taking it day by day. I think we're gonna shock a lot of people. I don't think people really know what's coming this fall. So I'm excited about it.
All right, Jason. Well, listen, it was a pleasure catching up with you. Thanks so much for your time. Best of luck throughout the rest of camp, and good luck as the season kicks off in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
All right, you as well. Jason Simmons, safety on the SU football team, and again, one of the elder statesmen, fifth year in college.